I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now and lock in. This is not the time to put other people above your priorities. This is the time for you to be first in line. So you're trying to detach and you want to know how to do that quickly, nearly instantly, in a way that's going to benefit you at the same time. I got you covered. Take out your notebooks. I've got mine too. And let's go ahead and dive into these topics. First things first, I want to start by asking you, where is your power? If you cannot confidently say it's within, it's me, I have it, then refer to point 1. Realize where your power lies when you are attached. If you are attached, if you're attached to someone or something, chances are you're in a position of loss, because what we chase will eventually run away. So the reason why what we chase runs away can be found out through something called the attachment style of the anxious avoidant trap. And a lot of times people who are very caring and empathetic find themselves in this situation. I just want to say that I am not trying to step on anyone's toes, but I need you to understand why you are in the position that you're in. Don't worry, girl. I was there too. Anxious avoidant trap. This is when someone who is on the opposite spectrum, who cares more, chases or pursues something that doesn't really want them, thus making that object less attainable or repelling it energetically. Okay? And this stems from a need of validation. Do you crave validation? Do you have low self-esteem or low self-worth? Because the more that you seek that external void, the more that you will attract people who you think might fill that void, which it never works out that way. And unfortunately, it just creates a vicious cycle of the chaser runner, where the anxious is the chaser, the avoidant is the runner, because of the dynamic that has been created. So realize where your power is when you're attached. Listen, cling tightly to something, runs away from you. Got it? Actually, just so that we have a better understanding, give me 1 second. I hope that you guys can still hear me with the mic, but I'm going to put it down for a second. Imagine this, right? Here is you. Can y'all see that? Okay. Here's you. And I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm just going to assume this is you, okay? And you're all in love. You got hearts all around you. You're all in love. Okay, here's you. Now here is Bobby. Let's imagine you're giving, this is your energy. These arrows are your energetic field. So you're giving Bobby. Okay. Now let's imagine those arrows are still there for the sake of creative purposes. Now let's imagine he is taking your energy. So he has those, so let's say he's got your energy now. Okay. But he's not sending any energy fields back your way. So his energy is still within. He's not putting in any effort. Let's say Bobby's not putting in any effort. He's not texting you back. He's not asking you out on any dates. So his energy is still contained within. So that was a little confusing, but analogy was to explain that if you are Sally, Sally is losing. And here's why. When you put your energy into something, think of it as an investment. Think of it like money. You're losing money energetically. And this other person isn't putting in the equivalent energy needed for reciprocation. So there is an imbalance, which creates a dynamic of power instability, power imbalance. That other person has your power. You just gave it away energetically because they're not pouring anything back into you. So now, here it is. You're the chaser. They're the runner because they have an abundance of energy, abundance of love. They don't necessarily need anything. They're repelled by neediness, which is an overabundance of attaching and love. Do you see what I'm saying? So realize where your power lies, snatch it back, snatch your energy back. Realize that your power is yours to keep. They do not get to steal it anymore. Bobby, when you take your energy back, will feel that lack because he was sucking your energy. Got it? Or she, if it's reversed, if you're a guy. Reclaim your power back, because when you're attached to something, it will run away and you lose your power. All right. Rewrite the story. This is personally one of my favorite things to do, because it's like, I don't think you understand how important the narrative is in our brains that we keep running, which becomes a program, which becomes something that we experience is. Okay? So I want you to grab a notebook right now, or grab a pen and paper, or you can even do this in your notes app on your phone. And I want you to sit down and think about the situation for what it actually is to you at this current moment while you're watching this video. Are you feeling like how do you feel about it? We are instantly transforming our belief system by acknowledging this new truth that we are chosen, we are worthy, and we are the prize. Plain and simple. You don't need to dwell in that old victim state anymore. It's no longer serving you. Like I said, with Bobby stealing your energetic field and you sending all that energy his way by checking his profile, yes, by constantly texting him, constantly calling him, you are giving this person your energetic field, your energetic signature. That is very powerful. And that's why I said the power lies within the other person when you are attached. Now, read this as often as you can. Read it as often as you can. I'm talking like a mad woman, because this will help you see yourself in the position of, like I said, the prize, the winner, and someone who is pursued, not someone who needs to pursue. Because would a woman who would a woman who is chosen go to a guy's house, last minute plans at 12 o'clock at night? Would a woman who is chosen, or a man, take back a person who consistently does them wrong with no course of action, no plans to change, just words? Okay. Would a person who is worthy of this desire sit in their sorrows and not pursue their goals because they think that the goals are too big and they can't ever obtain this car or this job or this lifestyle? No, they wouldn't. So that's what I'm saying. Rewriting the story is literally so key. And when I found out about this hack method, helped me tremendously. And I'm talking like saturating your mind with this new story, you guys. All right. Ask yourself why you're even so attached to this object, thing, person, desire. Okay? Because when you ask yourself these questions, when we get introspective, like, hey, what is the reason why I'm even wanting this, feeding for this so bad? It really puts things into perspective so that we are able to step out of the situation and look at it from a bird's eye view. So at this bird's eye view up here at the top, you're looking at like, okay, what qualities does this person have? And do I lack those within myself, which creates the need or a void, or like, what did I not get growing up that caused me to have this anxious attachment style to someone who does me poorly? You know, it's important to kind of quiz ourselves on these things. at this point when you go wrong. Otherwise, these programs will be repeated and expelled in other ways, possibly more toxic than this one. So that is why this is an important step. You can do it when you're ready. For me, I literally didn't waste no time. I was like, okay, here's how this made me feel. Why? Right? Why? And this isn't the time to focus on the other person, because again, you're giving them your electromagnetic energy. You're giving them that every time you think about them, every time you check their profile, every time you text them, every time you try to get their attention by posting a story. Like, you're giving them the power. So stop that. What we're going to do is ask, are we insecure being alone? Because for women, I don't know about men watching, there's this pressure to be in a relationship because it is a social obligation. Well, it feels like a social obligation. When you deprogram and you take back your power, you realize you don't have to, and in fact you are much better until you find someone who is also whole and complete on your own by yourself when you deprogram. I digress. So did this person have qualities that I wanted? Were they ambitious? Were they really loved themselves? Were they disciplined and I wasn't, and I wanted those qualities? Were they very charismatic and maybe you lacked those charismatic qualities? Now, after you do that, 4B, figure out how to become or adopt these things for yourself. I'm not saying become a clone of anyone or anything, but like, let's say you want to get a job in corporate America, but you don't even like feel like you're enough or worthy. So whereas I want you to do is figure out how you can obtain this for yourself. Start going to job fairs, start going to places that you can meet people, start going to networking events at organizations. Do what you got to do, but put yourself in that position, in that new space, so that you can attract that. And likewise with a person, if they had certain qualities like charisma, ambition, discipline, start practicing these things for yourself so that you can become like that. That way you won't be seeking that in another person. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I am. Okay, great. Yeah, because a lot of times that's all that it is. You're attached to something because you want it. Why do you want it so bad? Look into that, lean into it. It's uncomfortable, yes, but there is a reason why you have desires. It may be pointing at lack, or maybe pointing at something that you actually want for yourself. Go get it. All right. Saturate your mind with healing things, healing energy. And this is after you've processed your emotions. I should have put this first, but please don't forget to process your emotions. If you don't, you will repress them, and repression of emotions is no bueno. You will repeat those toxic cycles again and again and again in different ways in your reality. So just be mindful of trying to move on so quick. And I know the title says like instantly or quickly, but the point is quickly after you've processed your emotions, after you went through the messy part of this, then you can quickly detach from the desire, the person, the object, what have you. Okay? Saturate your mind with healing things. So this could be audiobooks, podcast. For me, I like affirmations, like positive affirmations, or affirmations of things that I'm going to attract into my life. Or journaling. I journal a crap ton. Like, I think the creator was Dan Co. He says he starts his morning every morning writing. Why? You'll see why. Just journal, take my word for it, or don't, but it definitely helps me out. Spa day, getting your nails done. Yes, the external things are fun as women. Let's say that, like, for instance, with the profession career thing, you can, to show yourself that you're attracting this new job, start looking for new corporate type suits, like getting into that energy of being a corporate baddie. Meditation, hello. I can't wait to get back into that. It's been a while for me as well. And like just walking, hot girl walking, jogging, exercising, just do what you gotta do, girl. And I meant to mentioned this earlier, but get busy. Like, get real busy. Replace replace what no longer serves you with something that does. So hobby, if you like to work out, go work out. If you like to cook. If you like to play video games, go buy a new video game. If you like to go out and collect infinity stones, I don't know, go do that. Like, do what floats your boat, because that's probably what got you in the situation to begin with. You fell out of alignment with yourself at some point in this journey, whether, like I said, it was a person, object, thing. You fell out of alignment. You forgot who you are. You forgot that you have the power to change that. You forgot that you have the power within to become that of which you want to be by simply altering states, shifting your paradigm of belief system. So that is all I have. You can get through this, and you will. There are no negotiables. You will. But this is just my fun version of it. Life is a video game at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and two things can be true at the same time. Like, yeah, you can have made a little mistake, but you can also be simultaneously learning at the same time. So the negative cancels out the positive, which equals, neutral state, which is okay to be in that state. Actually, you want to kind of be centered most of the time. No one wants to be at the extreme pole of I don't want to get too deep, but you don't want to be too extremely, you don't want to be on the extreme end of the vibrational, energetic timeline too much. You just don't. There's this book called Everything You Have You Need, I think. Wonderful read. I think it goes into detail about that. Would definitely recommend if you're trying to detach as well. Also, look into Stoicism. Like, there are philosophers that you can look into that help to master the art of Stoicism as well, which Stoicism is definitely like very influenced with detachment, so it's perfect for that too. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next one, and have a great day.